You know that feeling at the end of the day when you sit down, kick off your shoes, and realize your ankles still look puffy. You press your finger into your skin, and it leaves a dent. It doesn't spring back like it used to. Maybe you laugh it off. Ah, just old age, right? But deep down, part of you wonders, why now? Let me tell you something, you're not alone. I've been there too. So have millions of others. Swollen ankles, feet, or lower legs aren't just random, and they're not always about heart failure, kidney disease, or eating too much salt, like the usual suspects we hear about. In fact, one of the most overlooked reasons is something much simpler. It has to do with how your body handles fluids, and whether your cells can keep that fluid in the right place. See, inside each of us, our cells have tiny pumps. Think of them like sump pumps in your basement. Their job? To keep fluid balanced, pushing just the right amount in and out. But as we get older, and especially if we eat certain foods, those little pumps stop working quite like they should. And when that happens, fluid leaks out. It settles in places it shouldn't, like your ankles. Now here's the good news. This isn't something you're powerless against. You don't need fancy prescriptions or invasive treatments to start feeling better. Sometimes, just a few small shifts, the kind you can do right at home, can make a world of difference. Start by noticing when your swelling gets worse. Is it after lunch? After eating pasta or bread? Keeping a simple food and swelling log for a few days can give you powerful clues. And remember, gentle movement helps. A short evening walk, or even rolling your ankles while seated, keeps the fluid from pooling. Because your body, it's still listening, even now. But if the swelling isn't from salt, and not from your heart or kidneys, then what's really going wrong inside those tiny pumps? Well, it starts with something sweet, but not in a good way. One, the hidden pumps inside your cells. A few years back, I walked into my basement after a spring storm and found water ankle deep. The old sump pump had stopped working, and with nowhere else to go, the water just stayed there. Funny thing is that same kind of flooding can happen inside your body, but instead of water on the floor, it's fluid pooling in your ankles, feet, and legs. Here's the part most folks never hear about. Each of our cells has tiny little pumps, built-in tools designed to move fluid in and out, keeping things balanced. They're always working in the background until something slows them down. One of the most important is called the sodium-potassium pump. But don't let the name scare you. Think of it like your body's plumbing crew. It helps push the right minerals into your cells and flush out the stuff that doesn't belong. When these pumps are working right, your cells are energized, your nerves fire properly, and your legs stay light. But when they're sluggish because of age, stress, or the wrong foods, fluid starts leaking out into your tissues. That's when you feel heavy, puffy, stiff. It's not just getting older, it's a sign that your body's asking for support. And just like that basement pump, these little guys need maintenance. The good news? You don't need a repairman, you just need a few key nutrients to help those pumps do their job again. Start by adding more potassium-rich foods to your meals. A small bowl of avocado on whole grain toast, a handful of spinach in your eggs, or even a smoothie with berries and kale. If you're not a big fan of veggies, an electrolyte drink without added sugar might be a simple way to start. And remember, even something as easy as standing up and stretching every hour can help your pumps circulate fluid better. Because movement is medicine. And nourishment? That's your toolkit. But why do these pumps really start to fail even in people who try to eat well and stay active? Well, it turns out there's one sneaky culprit that's been draining your body's energy, and you'll find it in most cereal boxes and coffee creamers. Let's talk about that next. 2. The sweet saboteur, how sugar wrecks your circulation. You wake up, pour yourself a cup of coffee just the way you like it, maybe add a splash of flavored creamer and a small muffin or piece of toast, because it's just a little something. It's a ritual, comforting, and it feels harmless. But sometimes it's the smallest habits that quietly chip away at how your body feels. See, the thing most people don't realize is how sugar, even the kind in healthy-looking foods, can slowly damage your circulation. Not in a dramatic overnight way, but drip by drip, day after day. Here's how it works, and I'll keep it simple. When we eat sugar, some of it sticks to our red blood cells, the little carriers that bring oxygen and nutrients all over our body. Imagine putting sticky syrup on a sponge. It clogs up the holes. Same with our blood. When too much sugar sticks to the cells, they stiffen. They can't flow as easily. They bump into vessel walls, causing tiny injuries inside our arteries. That's called glycation, a slow, sticky process that can lead to swelling in your legs, poor circulation, and eventually even nerve damage. And the wild thing is, this can happen even if you're not diabetic, even if your blood sugar tests come back normal. Because it's not just about how much sugar you eat, it's about how often your body has to deal with it. But here's the empowering part. You don't have to give up every sweet bite. You just have to choose your sugars wisely. Instead of a muffin with breakfast, try half an apple with almond butter. Instead of sweetened coffee creamer, try a splash of unsweetened almond milk and cinnamon. Or swap your afternoon cookie for a few grapes and a square of dark chocolate. Small changes, big difference. And if you've ever wondered why your legs feel heavier after certain meals, it might just be the sugar talking. But there's more to the story. Sugar doesn't just mess with your blood flow. It also pulls some of your body's most important minerals out of balance. Let's look at one of the key players next, the mineral your heart, muscles, and nerves depend on every single day. 3. Sodium and potassium, a delicate dance. How many times have you heard it? Cut back on salt. Maybe from your doctor, maybe from your spouse, maybe from a food label in bold letters. And sure, too much sodium can cause problems. But what no one really explains is this. It's not just about the salt. It's about the balance between sodium and its quieter partner, potassium. You see, sodium and potassium are like dance partners. When they move together, in rhythm, your body stays balanced. Your blood pressure stays steady. Your muscles work right, and fluid moves in and out of your cells like it should. But when there's too much sodium from processed foods, takeout, canned soup, or even bread, and not enough potassium, that dance falls apart. Sodium starts holding on to water. Fluid builds up in the wrong places, like your ankles, feet, even your face. And potassium, it gets pushed aside. But potassium is the mineral that helps flush excess sodium out of the body. It relaxes your blood vessels, and it supports the tiny pumps in your cells that keep swelling at bay. Here's the catch. Most Americans don't get nearly enough potassium. But it's not your fault, it's the food system. Think about this. A small banana gives you around 300 millimoles of potassium. But your body needs over 4,700 millimoles a day. That's about 15 bananas. And let's be honest, nobody's doing that. So what can you do? Start with these simple swaps. Add half an avocado to your toast or salad. Toss spinach into your scrambled eggs. Snack on a handful of cooked sweet potato wedges. Choose no-sugar electrolyte drinks with high potassium, especially after walks or warm days. And remember, home-cooked meals give you control. You can season with herbs, lemon, garlic, and just a pinch of real salt, instead of drowning in sodium from packaged meals. Because when sodium and potassium dance in harmony, your body feels it. Your legs feel lighter, your blood flows freer, and your energy gently returns. But what if I told you potassium isn't the only mineral we're missing? There's another one that's just as important for your muscles, your sleep, and even your mood. Let's talk about that next. 4. The potassium puzzle. Why a banana isn't enough? It's a familiar moment. You reach for a banana in the morning, maybe slice it into your cereal or blend it into a smoothie. It feels like a healthy choice, and it is. But if you're hoping that one banana a day is giving your body all the potassium it needs, I'm here to gently say, it's not even close. See, bananas have become the poster fruit for potassium. And while they do contain it, around 300 milligrams per banana, our bodies need over 700 milligrams every single day. That means you'd need to eat 15 or more bananas daily to hit your target. And let's be honest, even the biggest banana lover would struggle with that. Not to mention, that's a lot of sugar for one day. So what's the solution? Widen the plate. Potassium hides in many whole foods, not just bananas. And when we mix it up, we give our bodies what they're really craving: balance. Here are a few simple, potassium-rich swaps you can make today. Half an avocado on whole grain toast, 700 ml plus 1 cup of cooked spinach in your omelette or pasta, 800 ml plus baked sweet potato as a dinner side, 100 to 600 ml, beans and lentils in soups or salads, 600, 800 milliliters per cup. Low-sugar coconut water as a refreshing afternoon drink, 450 sound, 600 milliliters per serving. Even better, these foods are not just rich in potassium, they also come with fiber, antioxidants, and heart-healthy nutrients that support your entire body. And here's the best part. You don't have to count every milligram. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to aim for more color, more plants, and fewer processed foods. Your ankles, your energy, and even your blood pressure will thank you. Now that we've uncovered the truth about potassium, let's talk about another unsung hero. One that supports your muscles, calms your nerves, and helps you sleep deeper through the night. Up next, the quiet magic of magnesium. 5. Magnesium, the energy behind every step. Ever wake up and feel like your body just didn't fully recharge overnight? Maybe your legs feel heavy, or your muscles are tight and achy, even though you didn't do anything strenuous the day before. You stretch, you move, you try to shake it off, but that sluggish feeling lingers, like someone turned the dial on your energy down a few notches. If that sounds familiar, it might not be just getting older. It could be your body quietly telling you it needs more magnesium. Now don't worry. I'm not about to take you into a science lecture. Here's the simple truth. Magnesium is like the spark plug for your body's energy system. It helps your muscles contract, your nerves fire, and your heart beat in rhythm. It even helps you relax into a deeper, more restorative sleep. And yet, most older adults in America aren't getting enough. Why? Because magnesium lives in foods we used to eat more of, like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, beans. But now, with more processed foods and less variety, it's quietly gone missing from our plates. Think about this. Have you had leg cramps at night lately? Do you feel more anxious or irritable than usual? Is your sleep lighter or more broken? All of those can be signs Your body needs more magnesium. But the fix? It's refreshingly simple. Here are a few easy ways to get more magnesium without needing a fancy supplement. Add a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds to your oatmeal or salad. A single serving gives nearly 40% of your daily needs. Snack on a few almonds or cashews in the afternoon. Stir some black beans or lentils into your soup. Or enjoy a dinner of grilled salmon with sautéed spinach. Delicious and nourishing. And if your digestion isn't what it used to be, or you're on medications that deplete magnesium, like diuretics or antacids, a high-quality magnesium supplement, especially in forms like magnesium glycinate or citrate, can be gentle and effective. Start small. One change, one new habit. Your muscles and your energy will notice the difference. But here's something most people don't know. Even with the right minerals in place, if one essential vitamin is missing, your cells still can't turn food into energy. And that one? It's hiding in plain sight, especially if you eat a lot of bread, pasta, or sweets. Let's talk about it next. The underestimated power of vitamin B1. The unsung hero, vitamin B1, thiamine. You've cut back on salt. You're eating more greens. You're even drinking more water like your doctor suggested. But your ankles are still swollen. Your legs still feel heavy. And you're wondering, what am I missing? Let me tell you about a quiet little nutrient that almost no one talks about, but your body absolutely depends on. It's called vitamin B1, or thiamine. And if you've been eating bread, pasta, cereal, crackers, all those processed carbs we grew up with, you may be using up your B1 faster than you can replace it. Here's the simple truth. Vitamin B1 helps your body turn food, especially carbs, into usable energy. It's like the key that starts the engine. But when your B1 is running low, something strange happens. Your body can't use sugar properly. That sugar starts sticking to your blood cells, and it damages your circulation, especially in your lower legs and feet. You might feel tingling, numbness, or burning in your feet. You might feel wiped out, even after a full night's rest. And yes, you might notice swelling that just won't go away. Sound familiar? The good news is, it's easy to fix. Here are a few simple ways to get more B1 into your day. Add a few slices of pork loin to your weekly menu. It's one of the best natural sources. Enjoy a serving of black beans, peas, or brown rice. Sprinkle sunflower seeds into your salad or oatmeal. And if your diet is heavy in processed carbs, consider a high-quality B1 supplement, especially the benfotiamine form, which absorbs well. You don't have to overhaul your entire lifestyle. Just bring this one small nutrient back into focus, and your body may surprise you. Because when your cells can use energy properly, everything flows better. Your blood, your nerves, even your mood. But here's the thing. Even if you do everything right, eat well, take your vitamins, there's one more piece to the puzzle. It's not just what you add to your routine, it's also about what you may need to leave behind. Let's talk about sugar's final trick and how to gently take back control in the next part. 7. The sugar trap. Breaking free without feeling deprived. You've had the same afternoon snack for years. A cookie, maybe two with your coffee or your tea. It's part of your rhythm. Something familiar, something comforting. So when someone says, cut out sugar, it doesn't just feel like health advice. It feels like they're asking you to let go of a small joy in your day. I get it. Truly, I do. But here's the gentle truth. It's not about giving up every sweet thing. It's about giving your body the kind of sweetness that nourishes, not drains. Because sugar, especially the refined kind in cookies, cakes, crackers, and store-bought sauces, doesn't just spike your blood sugar. It drains your vitamin B1. It messes with your magnesium. It throws off your potassium. And all that, it makes your cells sluggish, your circulation sluggish, and you sluggish. Not because you're aging, but because your body's quietly fighting to keep up. The good news is, you can break free without feeling like you're missing out. Here's how to start gently, at your own pace. Replace one sweet snack each day with a fruit plus protein combo. Try apple slices with almond butter, or a few berries with Greek yogurt. Make your own treats, like homemade banana oat cookies, sweetened with cinnamon and vanilla, not refined sugar. Choose unsweetened almond or oat milk for your coffee, and add a dash of cinnamon or nutmeg for warmth and flavor. Read labels. You'd be surprised how much sugar hides in bread, salad dressings, even canned beans. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be intentional and kind to yourself in the process. Because this isn't about punishment. It's about giving your body a chance to recover, to feel lighter, clearer, stronger. And once you've cleared the clutter and started nourishing your body with the right minerals, vitamins, and habits, there's one final step, putting it all together in a way that fits your life. Let's wrap up this journey and talk about how you can build a new rhythm that works for you every single day. 8. A new chapter, from swelling to strength. One morning, you wake up and swing your legs over the side of the bed, but something feels different. Your feet don't throb. Your ankles don't feel like they're dragging you down. You stand up and you feel steady, grounded, like your body is working with you again, not against you. Moments like that don't always come all at once, but they do come when small changes add up over time. Because the swelling, the heaviness, the fatigue, they were never just about age. They were your body's way of whispering, I need support, I need care. And when you started listening, when you cut back the sugar, added more potassium, gave your cells magnesium, restored your B1, your body responded. It always does. This is where your new chapter begins. Not with strict diets or expensive supplements, but with a simple shift in how you feed, move, and care for yourself. Here's how to keep going. Start each morning with a hydrating routine, a glass of water with a squeeze of lemon and a pinch of sea salt. Build meals around colorful vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins. Keep moving. Even just a 15-minute walk after meals can help your circulation. Use an electrolyte drink without added sugars on warm days or after exercise. Take moments to breathe, stretch, and check in with your body, not just when it's in pain, but when it's healing. And above all, be patient with yourself. You're not trying to be perfect. You're simply choosing to feel better, one step, one bite, one breath at a time. And if you're wondering where to go from here, there's so much more we can explore together. From foods that strengthen your heart, to habits that protect your brain, to gentle ways to age with clarity and confidence. Let's keep walking this path side by side. There comes a moment, often quiet, often simple, when you realize your health doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. Honest, sustainable, rooted in kindness. Maybe you've lived decades putting others first. Kids, grandkids, work, bills. You gave, and somewhere along the way, you stopped listening to you. But now, maybe for the first time in a while, you're tuning back in and hearing what your body's been trying to say all along. Not in fear, not in frustration, but in curiosity, in care. This journey we've taken through swelling, through sugar, through minerals and meals, isn't just about ankles or circulation. It's about reconnection with your energy, with your breath, with the quiet strength that's been there all along. So wherever you are, right now, whether your feet still swell by evening, or whether you've already noticed a difference, know this: your body can heal. It listens. And when treated with patience and nourishment, it responds. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need a starting point, and you've already taken it just by being here. So let's keep walking forward together. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and leave a comment to let us know what you connected with today. We read every single one, and more than anything, we're here to remind you, you are not alone on this path. Not now, not ever, because healing isn't a destination, it's a rhythm, and it can begin with something as small as one gentle step.